Hello guys, welcome back to my audiobook series again. So today we're going to be doing today we're going to be doing chapter 15. Chapter 15 in POV. I jumped out of the window after Bert and followed him into town. He noticed me. Anne, I need you to get everyone out of here. Okay. Then I got every frog out of Wartwood and told them to stay where they did. Then I went to go find Bert. I found him and he did it. They're okay, thanks. No problem. Then after a while, we waited for the Monster Patrol and Newtopia to show up. After a few minutes, they didn't show up, and Marcy woke up from being stunned. She went to attack Bert for shooting her. I didn't want her to, so I stood in front of him. No, he did it because the Monster Patrol of Newtopia are on their way, and they will hurt you unless we get you under that stun dart again. She stopped and nudged her head down and put her snout under my hand so I could rub her. What are you doing? It seems to calm her down. Wait, her? Yeah, it's a her, okay? Yeah, after a while, I stopped rubbing Marcy's snout, and then Bert raised his gun to shoot her with a stun dart again. I lowered his hand, shook my head, then grabbed his gun out of his hand and raised it to Marcy. Raised it at Marcy. I thought she'd be more comfortable with me doing it. It hurt to do. I closed my eyes and shot it. It didn't work. I tried again. Nothing. I checked the gun. The dart was jammed. Now, I was about to take the gun apart until I saw something on the path to Wartwood. 5 newts with a cartridge straps on them were coming. I freaked out. It was the Monster Patrol in Newtopia. I tried to get the dart unjammed. I was scared. I couldn't, so I tossed down the gun and turned to Marcy. Put my hand on her arm, petted it a little, then spoke. Run. She turned around and ran off. But I didn't know where. I knew she didn't want to leave me. Yet the Monster Patrol and Newtopia came in me. Bert came in. Me and Bert came up to them. So where's the monster? One of the masks? It was here. Are you saying it got away? Yeah. No, but. Oh, but. Bert was interrupted by the Monster Patrol Newt. Then what happened to it? He grabbed Bert by the neck. It ran away earlier today. I don't think you'll be able to find it. Tell us where it is. I don't know. The Newt was about to start choking Bert, but I stepped in. Let go of him. The Duke dropped Bert. So you, as the second human in Newtopia, Newtopia was talking about. Yeah, you got a problem? No, I just want to know where the Marcifar is. Well, you'll never find it. It ran away from here. Don't tempt me. I told you the first time. Do you need me to tell you again? The Marcifar is gone. He gave me an angry look, and then grabbed my neck and started choking me. I wasn't doing so good. I was losing air fast. Then I heard footsteps run towards me. The Newt looked and smiled. Next thing I knew, Marcy tackled the Newt. He let go of my neck. I could breathe again. She growled at him. He didn't seem scared. Let go smiling. She saved me. Yet he was strong. He pushed Marcy back up. She did turn. It turned. She did. It turned into a fight between the Newt and Marcy. I tried to help, when Bert made me. Then Bert made me let it happen. After a few minutes of fighting, the Newt had scratches all over him. He called his patrol to help him. I couldn't do anything. I watched this in horror. Bert was right. He took her down, then put a muzzle on her and shot her with stun darts. I cried after it happened. They had her on the cart strapped down. I walked up and petted her head between her horns. Then they drove off. I couldn't do anything. Bert helped me back inside the building and went to the infirmary to help my scratch. They healed it up pretty good. After that, I went up to my room and laid on the bed. I couldn't believe this happened. I wish the dart never got jammed. I knew Marcy came back for me. I laid there for so long until I fell asleep. I fell asleep in my clothes, my gear. Luckily, I took my torso guard, my elbow and knee pads, and goggles off before the next day I went back to training. But I got up before everyone else since what just happened. At the end of the day, I got ready for bed, and it took longer for me to sleep. This night, I woke up in the morning and did the same thing for the whole day. Then went to sleep. I woke up in the morning and went to training. I did it for the most of the day. I got some breaks just to refresh and focus. I wonder what's happening in Toby right now. Probably Marcy's in a cage. I'm really confused. I went out for a minute and sat on the bench. I was scared. And then I heard someone. Scared. I don't know. I was scared. Then I heard someone come out of the training room. They sat next to me and patted my back. I looked up at them. It was Bert. Hey, Captain. Are you okay? Yeah. Thanks for letting me have breaks. Yeah. I mentioned it. Can you tell me who the Marsifier was? Yeah, I'm ready. Yeah, just don't freak out, okay? Okay, I won't. The Marsifier is Marcy. Marcy? Yeah. Wow. When did you... Yeah, you must have been... When you found out, you must have been shocked. Kinda. Do you want me to stay with you until you felt better? Yeah. Okay, I'll stay. We stayed for a few minutes. I thought about going to Newtopia and busting Marcy out. Are you ready now? Yeah. But I want to go to Newtopia and bust Marcy out. And that's dangerous, but a good idea. Go, she needs you. I nodded my head and went to get everything ready. When I did, Bert was waiting for me outside. Are you sure you want to do this? Yeah, I knew... yeah, I know... yeah, yes. I knew too... I need to. Well, she's my friend. I'm not leaving her there. Okay. Yeah, go. Also, I'm sorry, Anne. I think most of this is my fault. No, it's not. You didn't know. Thanks. Yeah. Then we said goodbye and I ran off to Newtopia. I had to do this on my own. I needed to save her. She saved me back there. So I was turning to Jester. There's chapter 5. There's chapter 15. I'm going to be also doing chapter 16 in this chapter. Yeah. Chapter 16. Anne's POV. I ran up to the Newtopia and it took me a few days, but I reached Newtopia. Don't worry, I slept those nights. So I came up to the gate and Anu opened the window. What are you here for? I'm here to reserve a monster. I was sent by Captain Bert. Captain Bert. 1 minute. Then he did something and then came back. Did Captain Bert arrange a session? Yes, he did. I lied. He looked back at a piece of paper. Okay, looks like Captain Bert said 1 month he said someone. I guess he was free to send someone. Okay, welcome to Newtopia. Then the gate opened. I walked in and ran off to the palace. I stopped at the front. What do you have with the king? Newtguard asked me. I have a special order to observe a monster. Yes, already arranged a session. Okay. Then he let me in. I rushed towards the monster prison and knew it was the basement from my studies. I saw the stairs and ran down them. They were so long before going in. I was stopped by security. Stop before you enter. We need to check you for anything of breaking these monsters out. So the new run security said, okay. He ordered me to walk through a detector, then ordered me to come back. Then he scanned me up and down. Nothing. Yeah, okay, you're good to go. I walked through the door. I was running down the hall, looking for Marcy. I assumed that she was in the M area. The monsters were in alphabetical order. I ran down to the M area, but she wasn't there. I ran down the hall, the way to the Z area, nothing. Then I saw a hidden door. I almost didn't see it. It said, dangerous monsters at the top. I opened the door. There was the stairs leading down. I walked down, then closed the door after me. Good thing it didn't lock behind me. I made it down the stairs and saw the whole area full of monsters. I think these were monsters that people are convinced that are dangerous. It hurt, because some of these monsters are harmless. I walked down the hall. Some monsters saw me in glass. It looked like it hurt. They did back up, but once they did, I walked for a while. I turned to a cage. I saw a monster sleeping. I noticed it was Marcy, judging by the fact the horns, ears, fur, and back plate. She woke up and saw me. She came to the glass. She bumped into it. It looked like hurt. I know some monsters can't see glass. I didn't think the Marsifier can't see glass. Oh, you okay? That looked like it hurt. Can't you see glass? So I put my hand on the glass, and then she put her paw. I said, lined up with mine. Okay, looks like you can see the glass. She put her paw down, and she walked around a pole where she hooked up by her back. I knew the monster patrol in Newtopia didn't want the monsters to hurt themselves, so they put the collar for their back on and hooked them to a pole in the middle of... Well, they really didn't want them to get out, and yeah, she had a muzzle on her snout. So I went to her door about to open it. Then I heard something. I thought they found out I wasn't observing a monster, so I ran down the hall to go hide. I ran upstairs to inform them that I made it up the stairs and closed the door. Are you okay? The security guard asked me. Yeah, I'm fine. I see that you found a dangerous monster. So what are you doing down there? I'm doing some experiments down there. Well, be careful. Okay, I'll be sure to be careful. The stupid dog. Okay. Well, be careful, he said. Okay, I'll be sure to be careful. Okay, I'll leave you to it. Okay, then I reached for the door. I opened it and ran downstairs. I ran all the way until I found Marcy again. I stopped in front of her cage. She was laying down with her head down. I knocked on the glass to get her attention. She looked up and saw me and stood up and went to the glass. I couldn't see this anymore. Okay, it's now or never, I said to myself. I looked at Marcy's big brown eyes, then looked down a bit, then looked back up. Said, back up at her. Okay, I'm going to get you out of here. I ran to the door, unlocked it, and ran in the cage. She growled at me a little. Hey, it's just me, it's okay. I reached out my hand. She stopped growling at me. I don't blame her. She was probably very scared. Then she put her snout under my hand. I rubbed it slightly. This always helps her calm down. After a few minutes, she pulled her snout away. I went up to her. Okay, let's get you out of here. She nodded a bit. I tried to take off the muzzle. It was hard. Okay, that's on there tight. Looks like whoever made this muzzle knew what they were doing. Yeah, then I climbed on her back and took out a knife from my belt, a safety knife. I cut the line and got the back collar off. I didn't need to do that, but I did. I got off Marcy's back and ran up to the front of her. No look in the eyes. We stayed there looking at each other for a few minutes. Then I turned around and smashed the glass with a hammer from my belt. Birch was kind of scared if one of us get stuck somewhere, and we needed to break out. I put the hammer back. The alarm was going off. So I got up on Marcy's back. Let's get out of here. She turned down the side of the hall without stairs leading up. It was a dead end, so we went the other way. Destroyed the wall and the door. We ran past security. I guess security saw us and formed the whole guard. We made it past the guards. We made it past most of the guards. Andrea's POV. Andrea's POV. I was minding my own business, just going through some complaints about Newtopia, and a Newt walked up to me. Yes? Sire? Sire, I have informed you that a monster has escaped with a human crawl on its back. What? Which monster? I asked angrily, standing up from my throne. The monster is the recent one we've captured, the Marcifar. And didn't you say human crawls on its back? Yes, sire. I ran to the window to get a better view. I saw the Marcifar and the human girl on the streets of Newtopia. They were close to the gates. I knew who it was. Get the monster back inside and arrest the girl. I ordered the Newt. But sire, did I cut him off? The Newt said, did I cut him off? I said, get the monster back and arrest the girl. Are you questioning my order? I asked angrily. Yes, sire. Then went to go order all the others. I wanted to make an end this. I knew this was going to happen, but I didn't know this soon. I need to shoot the Marcifar. It will stop the pain. It ends POV. Me and Marcy ran up to the gate. She jumped and was struggling with getting up. After a few seconds of struggling, she got up and jumped down into the water. Then the gate opened and we ran until some Newts cornered us. I got off Marcy's back and pulled out my gun. Get back, I shouted at them, pointing my gun at them. They backed up for a while. Put the gun down, young lady, or we'll have to shoot. To one of them said, no, I will not, because you're trying to hurt. It's a harmless monster. It's not a harmless monster. It attacked more amphibians than I can count. Shut up. The only reason it attacks is because it felt threatened by them. Stop threatening this monster. It's harmless. That's a lie. It attacks innocent amphibians. I said it's because it feels threatened. I yelled at him. I can't argue with you right now. Darn it. I can't argue with him right now. Darn it. No, I screamed. But it was too late. One of them Newt started Marcy and she fell. One of them tackled me. I dropped my gun from the way he tackled me down. Then he cuffed me and forced me up. Then escorted me and Marcy back inside the palace and took both of us separate ways. I hope you enjoy that chapter. I hope you enjoyed that chapters 15 and 16. 17 and 18 will be up soon.